to thank you for coming, which is our governor, John Kitzhaber. Governor Kitzhaber.
Well, thank you very much for being down here in the Capitol today. I am a person who deeply believes that the early participation in the civic process by young people makes a really big difference. And so I want to thank you and share my appreciation for the bold step of coming down here and being active today. This group, I think, understands probably more than anybody else that if our central challenge in this difficult session is to rebuild the House of Oregon, that our ability to successfully invest in the developmental needs of children is the foundation on which that house is going to be built. We have 45,000 kids born every year in the state of Oregon, and 40% of them are exposed to one or more socioeconomic or relational or physical risk factors that inhibits their ability to succeed in school. And our these risk factors are things like poverty, negative peer relationships, substance abuse, involvement in the criminal justice system. And our ability to address those risk factors on the front end is very, very important to ensure that we avoid and don't have to pay for problems downstream, which is in the criminal justice system, in the human resource area, in the area of social dependency. Over the last 8 years, the state has made a number of investments in school-based health centers. And now I believe we have over 50 health centers operating in over 20 counties, making sure that these important services are available to young people. With the success of the Healthy Kids program, there's an opportunity now for our school-based health centers to become a key part of the larger effort to transform how we deliver health services in this state and how we deliver services that are targeted at investments in early childhood and families. The recommendations that I've made in this budget to move to that new system, a much more integrated way to provide health services, to provide services that help kids succeed, are pretty significant. And some of them are going to be difficult to actually achieve. But I'm confident that with your help, with appropriate investment, with streamlining our system, and making sure that we demand clear accountability for outcomes, that we can actually produce a system that guarantees that all of our kids will be ready to learn when they get in school, that they can stay in school and move successfully into the workforce of the 21st century. And the fact is that we're not going to be able to make the changes that we need to make this session without your help. We need you to stay civically involved. We need you to push the legislature. We need you to come down here and talk about how important this program is. But I'm convinced that we talk about the importance of investing in kids and how kids are our future. The fact is we have the opportunity in the next 5 months to make sure that every child in Oregon is ready to learn when they get to school, that they're reading when they leave the first grade, and that they have the intention and skills they need to succeed in school and succeed in the workplace of the 21st century. Now I want to just say one more thing. You know, we are facing a budget deficit of about $3.5 billion. That's about 20% of the general fund. And there's no part of this budget that has been spared cuts, including Oregon school-based health centers. But instead of the $2.3 million budget reduction that was on the table when agencies were asked to cut 25%, I've reduced that to $500,000, which is about an 8% cut, which is significantly less what other parts of the budget are taking. And the reason for that is that we get the biggest bang for our buck by investing in the success of kids early on, and that investment is paid back many, many, many times over by productive, responsible, employed citizens, and by reducing the cost in our public safety system and reducing the cost of health care and in the criminal justice system. So thank you very, very much for being here. I look forward to working with you to make this program even more successful and to use it to become part of leveraging our larger healthcare system to be the envy of the United States and of the state of Oregon. Thank you very, very much.
We have letters and postcards from North Eugene and Sheldon High School that represent the broad-based support that students have for school-based health centers.
Great. Thank you very much.
Each letter and postcard represents a heartfelt desire for you to continue the funding for it and hopefully augment it when we have better economic days.
We'll do our very best. Thank you. I just have one question. What happened to South Eugene, my alma mater? Did they drop off the map there?
No, they had a tragedy.
They had a tragedy, so they
sorry to hear that. Okay.
2 students died at the coast.
Oh, goodness.
On Saturday.
Thank you very much.
Nice to meet
Bill
you.
Fuller. Good luck to you. Thanks for being here. All right. All right. We'll do it. Thank you.
So for just a couple of minutes, we want to introduce two young women that are going to share their story as to why school-based health centers have made such an impact in their lives. Haley, can I have you come up first?